Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sweet and Sour Soccer. And we are coming towards the end of the season now. Not too many Premier League predictions left. I know. Don't be too upset because, of course, we've still got an amazing end to the season. And guys, before I jump into the video, do us a favour. I think we're like 65, 70 subscribers away from 2,500, and that would be an incredible milestone for us. So if you can do us a favor, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. But of course, everyone please like the video as well. Let's waste no time. Let's jump in because we are not that far away, as I say, before the end of the season. And we are starting with one of the title contenders, and that is Liverpool versus Newcastle. I'm going to start with Newcastle because they're in some good form at this point in time. 4 wins in a row for Newcastle, and it's not like they're beating nobody. Let's say they got a very impressive 1-0 win against Wolves not too long ago, and Wolves were pretty decent form up until that point, fighting for Europe. They put 3 past Norwich last week and kept a clean sheet. Yes, maybe it's only Norwich, but Norwich have been doing okay recently. Went to Old Trafford, scored twice. Newcastle are fighting for that 8th position. At one point, Wolves were 8th, maybe 10 points ahead of 9th. As a Wolves fan, I've got a funny feeling that Newcastle might catch Wolves. And listen, although they're not fighting for Europe, every place gets you more money in the Premier League. Let's not forget that. For Liverpool, what can you say? There's no second, no second introduction, I should say, for Liverpool. Fighting for the title, fighting for the FA Cup, fighting for the Champions League. They've won the League Cup. This is a game that really could cause Liverpool problems. I think you go back a couple of seasons, that really close title race with Manchester City, the 98 points, 97 point season. I think it took a Divock Origi winner in the last 5 or 6 minutes for them to get the victory at St. James's Park that season. I think it was 3-2. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Liverpool won 3-2, but it wasn't easy. And with Newcastle's form, as I said, they've won 4 in a row. This could be a game that could really, really put the cat amongst the pigeons. I just think Liverpool might edge it, but I really do think that there's going to be nervy moments in this game for the Merseyside outfit. I'm going to say 2-1. I think Newcastle will score, and I've got a funny feeling Newcastle might take the lead. I don't know why, but I'm going to say Liverpool 2, Newcastle 1. Next up is Watford versus Burnley. What a game. Watford, for me, you've got to say that they're down 9 points, behind Burnley. If they win this, yes, there's still 5 or 6 games to go, but you've just got to think 9 points. For Burnley, on the other hand, what a couple of weeks it's been for them. You beat Everton, you get a draw away at West Ham, and then you beat Wolves as well. It's absolutely unbelievable for Burnley. 3 wins out of their last 5. Throw a draw in there for good measure as well. I think Burnley get the job done here, and I'm sorry, but if they do, I think that's it. I think if Burnley win this weekend, I think Everton are in the Championship next season. I can't believe those words are coming out of my mouth, but I think so. I'm going to say 2-0 Burnley. I think they'll get the job done. They're not going to concede against this Watford team, and I think they'll get the goals. 2-0 to Burnley. Next up is Southampton versus Palace. As I said for the first game for Newcastle, every place gets you more money in the Premier League. If there's any fixture this season, towards the back end of this season, that probably has 2 teams already on the beach, so to speak, I think it's these 2 sides. Southampton are 13th, Palace are 14th. They're just fighting to get as high in the league as possible. I think there could be goals in this. Southampton have only won 1 in their last 5. Crystal Palace have only won 1 in their last 5. Southampton have drew 2 of their last 5. Palace have drew 2 of their last 5. They're quite evenly matched. I think there'll be goals. I'm going to say 2-2 between Palace and Southampton. Next up is Villa versus Norwich. Villa, they're not in a relegation battle. Let's be completely honest. Even as a Wolves fan, I would love to be able to say Villa are fighting relegation, but they're not. They're 6 points clear. They've got a vastly superior goal difference. It's just funny as a Wolves fan to be able to say they're fighting relegation, but in all seriousness, they're not. Norwich, you guys, this is the weekend. I think you're mathematically down. I think it's done this weekend. I think you can mathematically go down this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. If Burnley win, which I predict them to do, you're currently 10 points behind them. It would be 13, and then there's only 4 games left, if I'm not mistaken. So I think this is the weekend that Norwich go down. And as bad as Villa have been recently, 1 point from an available 15, I think they get the win. And I'm going to say 2-1 to Aston Villa. Next week, come on to my club, Wolves versus Brighton. This is not a game that is particularly good in seasons gone by. And for Wolves, 3 defeats out of our last 4. Just losing to Burnley, losing to Newcastle. It's just been piss poor recently. Our season's done. I don't think that we get Europe. We are only 3 points behind West Ham with a game in hand. But the way we are playing, we can't put the ball in the net. We haven't been able to all season. But now we're conceding goals as well. And for Wolves, when you've only scored, I think it's something like 33 goals in 33 games, you have to be able to keep clean sheets. And we're just not doing that at this point in time. As I say, conceding to Newcastle, conceding to Burnley. I think this has got draw written all over it again, sadly. And I'm going to say 1-1. For Brighton, they've probably got a better chance than Wolves in this game, I would say, even though Wolves are at home. They've only lost once in their last 5. People think Brighton are in a bit bad of form at the moment. They're not, actually. That was 6-7 games ago now where they really were on the decline. They've only lost 1 of their last 5, 2 wins, 2 draws, 8 points from 15. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I think if anyone's going to win this game, I think it would be Brighton. I think I'm going to say 1-1 though. Leeds versus Manchester City next. And I said on the first prediction between Newcastle and Liverpool, if there's any game for the rest of the season that could put a cat amongst the pigeons, it would be Newcastle for Liverpool. Do not write off Leeds. Do not write off Leeds. They have found a resurgence under Jesse Marsh. They haven't lost in 5. And it's not like they've drawn 4 of those. They've won 3 of their last 5, adding 2 draws, 11 points from 15. Unbelievable. This is a game where Manchester City took points off. Leeds took points off Manchester City last season. There's a good chance that they could do it again, because let's not forget, Manchester City have a very nerve-wracking tie next week against Real Madrid. Had they have not conceded that late penalty to Real Madrid, and obviously Benzema Panenka'd it away, you go to the Bernabeu, still not done, but you've got a 2-goal lead, you're 4-2 up. Now it's 4-3. You've got that Spanish crowd. They're going to be right on Real Madrid's back. It's not going to be easy. This could be a game where Manchester City drop points as well. Do I think they will? Again, I think there could be a scare in this for Man City, just like I think that Liverpool will get a scare against Newcastle. A confident Leeds team is not a Leeds team you want to play. Whether they're 5th in the league or 17th, it does not matter. You do not want to play a Leeds team that are scoring goals. We've seen that in the past. I edged it for Liverpool 2-1. I think I might go for the same result here, because it's at Ellen Road. We know that Leeds fans are some of the best in the country at getting behind their team on a match day at home. So, sorry, Leeds fans, I might just give it to Man City. I believe Leeds will be safe. You've got 3 very tough fixtures, your next 3, but then you've got 2 very comfortable fixtures. I think you're safe. I just don't think you get any points from this game. But if there is a fixture where Man City drop points, this will be one of them. Next up is Spurs versus Leicester. Interesting, Tottenham on 58 points. They've level on games with Arsenal. Arsenal are 2 points clear of them. For Leicester, again, in the semi-finals of the Conference League, but I think that they will go through. Currently sitting 10th, Leicester. I think that this will have goals as well. I'm just not scoring many goals recently, Leicester. Unlike Leicester, they've always scored goals, and what's helped them if they have been conceding goals is that they do score them. 0-0 last time out against Villa. I think there'll be goals. I've got a funny feeling that Leicester might just do this. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I've got less confidence in Spurs rather than having more confidence in Leicester. But I think I might go for a Leicester win. I think I might just be a little bit edgy and go for a Leicester win. They've only lost 1 in 5, Leicester. That's worth pointing out. Granted, 3 of them have been draws. Spurs have also only lost 1 in 5, but they did draw their last game and lost the previous game to that. I'm going to go 2-1 Leicester. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to go 2-1 to Leicester at Spurs. Next up is Everton versus Chelsea. And if you watched the video from the start, you would have heard me say that I think Burnley will beat Watford. And if they do, I think Burnley stay up, which means that it's likely going to be Everton going down. Your fixtures for Everton, I mean, it's never ending at this point in time. You still got to play Leicester. You still got to play Arsenal. Although Chelsea aren't in great form, they've won 2 of their last 5, 2 losses, 1 draw. They managed to get the job done against West Ham. They're not playing well, Chelsea, but they managed to get the job done. It did take a red card for West Ham to get that job done, in my opinion. Even though Everton are at home, and people say that Everton's home form is good, it's not. It's just better than their away form because their away form is utterly atrocious. I still probably got to give it Chelsea. Again, I think it's not because I have a lot of faith in Chelsea. It's just that I just can't see anything from Everton. Their performance against Liverpool was better, but that was some shithousery tactics. They can't afford to do that at home, surely. They've got to play football. And when they play football, they get exposed. I think I might go 2-0 Chelsea. I'm sorry, Everton fans. I know you're a massive football club, but I just think the writing might be on the wall. 2-0 Chelsea? I think I have to go for it. West Ham versus Arsenal. West Ham, of course, this week played in the Europa League semi-final against Frankfurt. That was a 2-1 defeat. Really struggling. All 4 senior centre-backs are out, which means Arsenal, if you want to capitalise and get 4th, these are the games you need to win. If Arsenal are to beat West Ham and Wolves were to beat Brighton, we go level on points with them. If West Ham end up not winning the Europa League and end up maybe finishing 8th, you'd say that's a disappointing season, considering 2 or 3 months ago they were fighting for 4th. They need to start picking up points in the league, West Ham, because it's just not being great for them. 1 win in West Ham's last 5 league games, only 1 draw in there as well, 4 points from a possible 15. For Arsenal, they went on a bad run of form, those 3 defeats in a row, but then when you go and beat Chelsea, and then you back that up with a 3-1 win against Manchester United, you think, why can't you just take 3 points off Brentford or Brighton or Palace? And, you're sitting pretty, you're 6-7 points ahead of 5th, and you can start to relax a little bit. But Arsenal don't do it the easy way, do they? I think Arsenal will do it just because I feel like West Ham, then they're 8 points behind Arsenal. Let's put it that way. They're not going to get 4th in the conventional sense of the league position. They are going to have to win the Europa League. And I think that's the route they're going to go down. So I think it's going to be a win for Arsenal. I think Arsenal will score goals as well with these injuries that West Ham have. And I might match the scoreline that Arsenal had against Man U. And I'm going to say 3-1. Last game of the weekend is Manchester United versus Brentford. And for Manchester United, it took a Ronaldo equaliser against Chelsea to get that victory midweek. What can you say about Ronaldo? Second highest goal scorer in the league, only 5 behind Salah. At the age he's doing this at, just a legend. I don't need to sing the praises of Ronaldo. We all know how good he is. Manchester United 5 points off Arsenal, but they've played 2 games more. 4th is done for Arsenal, for Manchester United. They're not getting 4th. Their best is Europa League. Hear me out. Is it better for Manchester United just to finish 8th? Seriously, think about it. What does a Europa League campaign do for Manchester United? Because you're not going to attract the best of the best. just because you've got the Europa League. If you're going to attract a top-class player, it's because you've had to throw money at it. A Europa League campaign or not having a Europa League campaign doesn't affect a player coming to Manchester United. You come to Manchester United because it's Manchester United. And if you're in the Champions League, it just helps seal the deal. I think a player is going to come to Manchester United, whether you're in the Europa League or you've got no European football at all. I've heard a lot of big Manchester United YouTubers say the same thing. They'd rather just finish 8th than be in the Europa League or worse, the Conference League. So what do? Just give some young upcoming talent from the academy a go for the last 4 or 5 games. You don't want to purposely lose football games, but I think if you offered a lot of Man U fans 8th, I think they take it. That sounds stupid, but I think they take it. For Brentford, let's talk about them. 4 games in a row now without defeat, 3 wins and a draw, 3 wins and 1 draw out their last 5. Unbelievable form. They're pushing now for the top 10. They're 2 points behind Leicester, who do occupy that 10th place position. I think this could be a draw. I think Brentford might go to Old Trafford and get something. I think there'll be goals again. The resurgence of Christian Eriksen has been fantastic to see. I'm going to say Brentford will get a draw, and I'm going to say 2-2. I think there'll be goals. Guys, I've just realised I have absolutely waffled on this video. This is my longest prediction ever. These videos used to be 8 or 9 minutes. They're now 16, 17 minutes. I'm so sorry. If you've watched this far, why? But thank you. If you have got this far, again, thank you so much. Hit that like button. If you are new here, subscribe. Hit the comments as well. Give me your predictions. I'm gonna do my best next week to try and get these down to a 10, 11-minute video again. I'm just waffling at this point. I do apologize. But if you have enjoyed it, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.